On stream, can I get Crona and TheMoneyMaker? First thing we gotta put this one on.
Let me commentate this one. Get back there. Oh, wait. Don't go too harsh on me. My girlfriend's gonna be watching this. I don't care, homie.
Hey, yo, we up with some hot set alert. We got Crona on the one end, Moneymaker on the other. We got these two homies rocking it up every day in the Club de Ville, and they're gonna be out here making some time today. Some nice action here as we'll start off. Moneymaker will be rocking the Falcon for this time around, and Crona has various characters. I've seen him play Almar, but he's more about the Rosalina, more about the Ice Climbers, you know, that kind of deal. We'll see what he's been cooking up as of today. He looks like he's going to be rocking the Rosalina. Not too surprising here. Just got to switch up these players here so that you know who. And we are going to be off very soon. It's going to be a big deal for these guys. They fight a lot, and they're pretty infamous among the MU community, so it's going to be a hometown brawl today. Look for...
Alright, on setup 6, can I get Onyx versus Tizzard?
Look for some solid aggression out of both of these guys as well. Crona, on record, often he's a player that he loves to just...
On setup 9, can I get Javi versus Jimbo?
He's one of those guys that wants to run at you. He's one of those guys that he plays characters that are counterintuitive to how he thinks about the game. And the Moneymaker, he's all there for style points. He wants to make sure that you know that he's the better player. And we'll see how successful both of these players will turn out to be this time around. As we're getting started with this, going to Hollow Bastion, a very interesting choice, all things considered. Yeah, we get the Luma cancels going off, but he gets grabbed. Moneymaker, kind of not so substantial combo. Luma blocks the rapid attacks of Moneymaker thus far. The Raptor boost just going out of there, and that was not a good one either, but nothing too substantial in these early parts. And yeah, you can see Moneymaker just throwing out these hitboxes. He is just throwing them out in Crona. At least at the start, having a bit of trouble working around. Ooh, I love that grab. The Luma setup so good, and puts him in a position where Crona can get so much more off, but little careless on that Luma, and Luma's gone for now. Gives Moneymaker a huge opportunity. Opts for the knee. Does get a lot % in a potentially huge situation. The grab release, forcing another ledge trap. Up smash, trying to be a little sneaky there with that Luma movement, but yeah, he just shields and nothing bad happens in the Moneymaker. Just watch out with the Luma zoning with the star shots. Gets punched for trying to come in kind of recklessly. The dash attack not really leading into anything good. Watch for the grab. Yep. Will Luma get caught? Yes, it does. So that's a dead Luma. Tries for the edge guard, does not quite work. Crona now. He tries it down there. A bit more aggressive than he's done all game long. Of course, it's only for a stock, but wow. He usually does not go for those so early, but he does not get the success. And it's nice, but it doesn't really get the kill. And on a light character like Rosa, you kind of want that kill. Oh, down smash. Reads the roll, but I'm not sure you can get much other substantial out of it, and he does not. And Crona's kind of in an awkward situation. I'd hate to get out of that. That's not a dead Falcon, and he escapes the jab that Crona set up. The down, possibly setting up some situation. I'm not sure what it set up, but I don't like the down throw. But Dash Attack just runs in and bashes him in. That's gonna be a quick stock out of the Moneymaker. Well, not so quick. It was very grindy, but hey, it is a stock. And that's kind of poor. I thought he was gonna go even more aggressive than that, if I'm being completely honest, but. Off smash out of shield, it's gonna seal the deal, and it's gonna be a pretty much an even game. You can realistically get so much off of one Luma hit or one Rosa hit against Falcon that this is not at all a bad game for Crona. And yeah, Moneymaker often aggressive in these offstage scenarios. We've already seen him several times in these up airs, just hitting them across there. And also, you see these jumps. That's something that you might see him get countered for. He loves to jump out of these disadvantageous situations, and that could cost him so dearly if this is to drag out too long. The up B, that was a horrible backer on shield, but the up B is so slow that it didn't really even matter. Get back, watch the ledge trap, gets down there. Yeah, he used dash attack to actually kind of, he's kind of running in. It's like he kind of expected dash attack, but Crona isn't always prepared for it. I don't see him like just doing grab or anything, but it's also complicated with how Luma is there, and so grab doesn't look quite as appealing anymore. Yup, he does not quite get the kill, and Crona's panicking a little bit. He saw those options. Watch the jump, yup. Crona does not challenge. And yeah, that dash attack, he really likes to use dash attack in the mid range whenever you're just like standing across like that. Like dash attack is a very favorite option, and getting hit by a lot of different hits of that down smash there. Pretty dang, that's a rough situation for the Moneymaker to be in, but either way, he's behind. He's got to step it up, and again, even game that back here. Just coming off of a not great hitbox coming out from Crona. Watching, yeah, just kind of throwing out hitboxes right now. The F tilt, not going to do anything, and up, you only really getting percent, not really anything else. Crona, I think, is kind of being panicky a little bit. You saw the star shot. I think he just wants to get away and, like, reconfigure himself to hopefully step it up. Watch him jump off stage. Yeah, every time. He didn't up air that time, though, and I'll give him credit for that one. Watch, I don't know what, you see a Falcon in a position, and I kind of just, no matter who it is, I kind of assume aggressiveness out of him. Oh, that's tricky. Crona does not do anything about it, though. Numa avoids the down smash. We got a juggle state on our hands, and that up U is terrible, but they're kind of just swinging towards the fences, and honestly, I feel like it's still even. The S smash just comes out. Almost certainly wanted a Numa hit, but just happened to get the Rosa hit. Oh, no! Mistimed that, and that's tricky. The forward air. Watch for the jump off stage. He does it early, but does not get punished for it. Watch the dash attack. Yep. Does that. Even out of that range, he just does it so often. Numa wasn't there. He loves that. Watch out for the Moneymaker right now, because you do not want to go anywhere near a player so whack. But, I mean, hey, best way to be a player like that is kind of just like let him make the first mistake, because he inevitably will. Crona with game one here. The Moneymaker being salty in the set. In the meantime, like a little bitch. In the meantime, we'll just have to hold that as we head into game two. Not a big deal. Of course, they have that friendly little banter and everything, but of course, Moneymaker, our treasurer, he gets stuff done out of the scenes. In the scenes, so he's got some stuff to make up. In particular, like, Crona was not too hard hitting on some of his other stuff, but his approaching in particular, it's so reckless and unrefined that it feels like whether he actually gets a hit or not is completely up to luck. It doesn't feel like he actually has any plan on what's going to hit. It's just like, roll the blender. Roll it in the blender. If it blends good, I get the hit. If it doesn't blend good, it doesn't work for me. And I mean, when you roll the die instead of rolling your mind, well, the die tends to melt after only a few times. So if you really want to use that dice, you can't wear out your dice. That's something that you gotta understand. If you're trying to go for more like luck-based, more random stuff, you can't wear out the dice, because that dice is good for just a couple rounds, but it's like that soft tire in F1 or just GT racing. You'll get that quick burst of speed and quick burst of damage, but like afterwards you'll be left to rot, and you just have to watch as the people with more endurance, more resolve, more power than you in the long run is just gonna bowl you over. So you gotta make sure you save your tires and make sure you save your dice. We go to town and city now. Not to beat stuff here. I like that. Just gets out of the situation, but dash attack so many times. He's gonna jump here. I know it. Oh, he doesn't. I love that. Watch it. Oh, Nair. I didn't expect that one. I was expecting up here. But Town out of the Moneymaker, I don't agree with this choice, given that so many of his failed approaches were mostly out of the fact that he was forced into bad ranges, forced into that mid-range where he struggled so much against. And it's going awful for him right now, but yeah, he struggles so much in like getting in a meaningful way at the range where you just get cooked like that. And I mean, that's just how it goes. And Town is a bigger stage, so I'm not really agreeing with the stage pick right now. And Crona is just taking Moneymaker to Town at the moment, just not giving him any opportunity to get any approaches out. Like, see, that just runs in there without a plan, just gets nared for it. Crona, these counter hits are absolutely devastating to the Moneymaker. You see how, like, there's a huge difference. Crona has like they have a backup plan for if that stuff fails. He saw that nair, and even if it didn't hit, he just pummels him with better stage control, better positioning, just lets it go, and he's being rewarded so much more heavily for it. This is just a showcase right now of, like, this is a player that, in my opinion, has gotten so much better over the past year or so since he started up in MU. I've been very excited to see, like, the progress that he has done over this time around against a player that, well, is relatively stuck in their ways. Trust me, it's really hard to teach this guy manners because, well, you can do that to him over and over and over again, but he never learns, does he? Crona advancing.
On setup 3, can I get control?